Yes, the rumors flying around the AI world are absolutely true. Google's Gemini 2.5 isn't just beating other AI models, it's completely devouring them. I've been digging into what makes this release so groundbreaking. And believe me, the gap between Gemini 2.5 Pro and every other AI on the market right now is something we've never seen before. We're talking about a model that isn't just incrementally better. It's leapt so far ahead that it's left competitors like GPT 4.5, Claude 3.7, and Grok 3 scrambling to catch up. Let me paint the picture for you. Imagine waking up one morning to discover that the AI landscape you thought you understood has completely transformed overnight. That's exactly what happened when Gemini 2.5 Pro, codenamed Nebula during testing, dropped on March 25th. Within hours, it had claimed the #1 spot on the LMSYS Chatbot Arena leaderboard. But here's where things get wild. It didn't just edge out the competition by a few points. No, Gemini 2.5 Pro blasted past them with a record-breaking 40-point lead. Think about that for a second. The largest gap we'd ever seen on that leaderboard before was around 10 points. 40 points isn't just winning, it's rewriting the rules of the game. Need more proof of the seismic shift? On Polymarket, the betting odds for which AI would win the LMSYS Chatbot Arena completely flipped overnight. Gemini's chances shot up from a mere 12.6% to a dominant 94%, while Grok 3's odds crashed from 83.5% to just 4%. But what makes Gemini 2.5 so special? What's under the hood that's creating such a massive performance gap? It all comes down to one revolutionary concept. Google has built a model that can actually think. I know what you're thinking. Don't all language models think in some sense? Not like this. Gemini 2.5 Pro is what Google calls a thinking model, capable of reasoning through problems step by step before responding. On advanced reasoning benchmarks, Gemini 2.5 Pro is dominating. It scored 18.8% on humanity's last exam without any test time techniques like majority voting or external tool usage. Now, 18.8% might not sound impressive at first, but this is a test specifically designed by hundreds of experts to challenge the absolute frontier of human knowledge. And Gemini 2.5 Pro just set the state of the art for language models on this impossibly difficult benchmark. And that's just the beginning. When it comes to math and science, Gemini 2.5 Pro is raising the bar even higher. It achieved an 84% score on the GPQA Diamond benchmark for scientific reasoning and an astonishing 86.7% on the AIMLE 2025 math problems on its first attempt. For context, these are problems that would challenge the most talented human mathematicians and scientists. But here's what really blows my mind. This isn't just about abstract benchmarks. Reddit users are already reporting real-world examples that showcase just how far ahead Gemini 2.5 Pro really is. One user described how it solved a complex pattern recognition puzzle in about 15 seconds, while other advanced models like Grok 3 and Claude 3.7 Sonnet struggled for much longer. Another impressive capability? It can generate clean SVG icons, a seemingly simple task that most other AI systems still can't handle reliably. Want to hear something even crazier? People are building entire web applications from single-line prompts. I'm not talking about simple Hello World programs. I'm talking about side-scrolling dinosaur games and complex physics simulations, all generated from brief instructions. One prompt about creating a dinosaur game resulted in complete executable code ready to run. For developers, this is like having a coding superpower in your pocket. Okay, let me tell you about my experience in trying out the Gemini 2.5 Pro. I was deep into refactoring a legacy banking system. Thousands of lines of spaghetti Python code written a decade ago, or I pasted the entire messy codebase into Gemini 2.5 Pro. Yes, all 1.2 million tokens of it and typed, optimized this for modern security standards and scalability. Within minutes, it flagged deprecated libraries, suggested async replacements, and even restructured the monolithic functions into microservices, with detailed comments explaining why each change mattered. It wasn't just fixing syntax, it was reasoning about trade-offs like a senior engineer. But here's the wild part. I threw in a scanned architectural diagram from a 2013 whiteboard session. Yes, a photo of scribbles. Gemini deciphered the handwriting, cross-referenced it with the code, and caught a critical edge case where transaction IDs could collide, something none of us had spotted. By hour 12, it had generated a migration plan, Docker configs, and even a rollout strategy with zero hallucinations. Turns out, an AI that understands context, not just parrots it, changes everything. But wait, there's more to this story. Because Gemini 2.5 Pro isn't just smarter, it's got a vastly larger working memory too. Most AI models can only process about 8,000 to 128,000 tokens at once. Gemini 2.5 Pro ships with a massive 1 million token context window, with plans to expand to 2 million tokens soon. Do you realize what that means? It can process the equivalent of 50,000 lines of code, all your text messages from the past 5 years, or 8 full-length novels, all at once. For the first time, we have an AI that doesn't forget what you told it 30 minutes ago. It maintains that context throughout long, complex conversations. So how did Google pull this off? A big part of their secret sauce is their custom tensor processing units, -TPUs. These specialized chips allow Google to train and run massive models faster and more efficiently than most competitors. That's likely why they can offer the million-token context window while keeping response times blazingly fast. Users report it can generate thousands of tokens in seconds. Right now, you can try Gemini 2.5 Pro Experimental for free in Google AI Studio or in the Gemini app if you're a Gemini Advanced user. Google plans to introduce pricing soon for production use, and it's rolling out to Vertex AI for enterprise projects. But availability seems to be gradually expanding, so if you don't see it yet in your region, you might need to wait a bit longer or use a VPN to access it. Meanwhile, OpenAI isn't sitting idle. Just as Google rolled out Gemini 2.5 Pro, Sam Altman unveiled major upgrades to GPT-4's image generation capabilities. According to Altman, these improvements are so significant that when he first saw the output, he couldn't believe it was AI generated. The new GPT-4 can enhance text within images, support multi-turn generation for iterative design, and represent 10 to 20 objects in a single scene with improved instruction following. As the AI landscape continues to evolve at breakneck speed, one thing is clear. We're entering a new era where the gap between human and artificial intelligence is narrowing faster than many predicted. Gemini 2.5 Pro isn't just another incremental update, it's a glimpse into a future where AI systems can truly think, reason, and create alongside us. The question now isn't whether AI can match human capabilities in certain domains, it's which domains will be transformed next, and how quickly. As for me, I'm both excited and slightly nervous about what comes after Gemini 2.5 Pro. Because if this is what Google can achieve today, just imagine what's coming tomorrow. So what do you think about Gemini 2.5 Pro? Are you excited to try it out? Or are you concerned about the rapid pace of AI advancement? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more AI-related news and updates.